Hey everyone, so today I figured I'd share with you what we packed for our baby for full-time travel around the world. We don't really know when we're going back, we don't know how long it will be, and yeah, this is what we brought. So it does look like a lot. I'm going to share some things that we definitely didn't need to bring. I'm going to share some things that we bought along the way and just kind of give you an idea of what works and what doesn't. I watched a ton of these videos before we left just to get an idea of what different people were bringing and what babies needed. So yeah, I think how I'm going to break it down is I'll break it into categories. It will be clothing, changing, like toiletry type things, feeding, and then maybe clump the rest into adventure and toys. So let's start off with the clothing portion. So that's basically the biggest part of everything that we brought for her, obviously. Not the biggest item, just the most amount of stuff. So we do have a couple things in the wash, but I will just add those to the total of stuff I tell you. So first off, we brought 7 pairs of socks. I probably wouldn't recommend bringing 7 pairs of socks unless you're going somewhere cold. Maybe like 3 would be enough. She has worn them, just not a lot. We have 6 pairs of pants. However, some of these are from her old size and can go. So when we left, we brought 2 sizes of clothes, what she was currently wearing and then what she would upgrade into, so that we didn't have to worry about buying clothes for the first little while. So yeah, she has 6 pairs of pants. That's definitely over the amount I would recommend. I would say 3 is probably good. She has 9 pairs of shorts, also pretty excessive. I would say 4 is probably good. However, we do have some of these ones that are like the dungaree style shorts. And I do really love these because they don't pull down. They keep them fully covered. So if you can find these, I would suggest bringing at least 1 or 2 of those and then 1 or 2 regular shorts. I really like these ones because they're like a breathable material. I think, yeah, they're 100% cotton. So if you can find some of those are much nicer than the like sweatpant material. For t-shirts, so there's 2 of these in the laundry. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 t-shirts. Again, probably a little excessive. You could get away with maybe like 6 to 8, I think. We like to have a little extra. If you're going really minimally, you could probably even get away with only having like 5. However, she gets pretty dirty and pretty rank from all the drool, and even with a bib, it gets pretty gross. So we like to have some extras. Definitely recommend the shirts that clip like this, because any of the t-shirts that she has just like rides up anytime you try to carry her. Like she has these that go with a little pair of pajamas, and like it just rides up. If she rolls around, it rides up. If she is getting held, it rides up. Don't recommend. Okay, for like one-piece outfits, so we have dresses and like jumpers. We have 10 of those. So again, kind of excessive. I would maybe recommend like 2 dresses and then 3 of the full ones. So we have like this one that is a pant full jumper. Really love that one. And then we have a couple like this banana one, that are short jumpers. So they're just almost like the onesies, the shirts, but they just like button into little shorts instead. So I really love those. I would probably recommend 2 of the short ones and 2 of the long ones, just for easy outfits. They're easy to have in the diaper bag. And then, yeah, just 1 or 2 dresses for when you want to be super cutesy. We have this little jumper romper thing, and I do love it, except for it ties like this. So it is made for her size, 6 to 12 months ish, but you have to tie it around their head, which I really hate, having the necktie. Like it's a super weird design for a baby. Next we have sleepers. So we have 5 total. 3 of these super thin ones. This particular one is made of bamboo. Then this like fuzzy fleece one. I wasn't sure about bringing this since we're starting in Southeast Asia. However, she has wore this a lot because places like to keep their AC cool. We have our AC set pretty cool. So yeah, sometimes she just gets cold and it's nice for her to be warm. And then we have one that's kind of, I don't know, more stylish. And this is nice for like on the airplane. She can look put together and she doesn't have to be wearing like a clothing set. She can still be cozy and comfy. So that I would highly recommend, having one sleeper that either is like a super cute print or just doesn't look so like nighttime. And then you can use it for whatever. We have 2 long sleeve shirts. I would probably recommend bringing one, the kind that buttons in the crotch though. I would not recommend bringing one like this. Again, the whole not buttoning situation, it just rides up, and then yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Why are you going to fuss around with a shirt that keeps riding up? We brought a couple sweaters. This one that's fully pull over, and then this one that is zip up. So we had the same for her last size too, a pullover and a zip up. And then last but not least, we have 2 sleep sacks. So if she needs a blankie, then we put her in the sleep sack. Now she's starting to like roll and toss and turn, so they're kind of annoying because she gets wrapped up in them. But before she was doing that, they were super, super handy. They'd keep her cozy at night, and she kind of had it trigger in her brain, hey, it's nighttime and I need to go to bed. Let's kind of bunch maybe, oh, actually, we have these. Okay, so I brought these shoes for her current size. These are called Robies. We had these for Caleb as well. They're just leather little shoes. And then I have the same ones for her next size. These little baby Converse that were also Caleb's. And then these little water shoes. So these are too big for her, and I packed them so that we would have them when she needs them. You could obviously just buy them wherever you're traveling, unless you're traveling to like the bush somewhere where they don't have anything. But so far, everywhere we've been, you could buy baby shoes. We also brought a baggie of like hair accessories for her, little bows and stuff. We have yet to use these, so I would probably say if you want, bring like 1 or 2. this entire bag will probably get ditched at the end of this leg of our trip. And then we have, this kind of fits into clothing and feeding. So we have some bibs. These kind are more like the bandana style for keeping the drool off. And then these are kind of for feeding. I'm gonna be honest with you, we don't really use these because they don't really work anyways. They basically get soaked and then they just soak her shirt underneath. Let's see. Oh, these are also kind of part of clothing. So we have this hat that is UV protection and then it ties. I do like this and it's very easy to put over her while she's in the carrier. And then we just have this 100% cotton one that she can also wear. And it's nice to just like lay it over her if I'm carrying her and she doesn't have the shade of the stroller. Next, why don't we go into toiletries? Okay, so we traveled with a bit of diapers. We put them in our car seat carrier. I'll put a picture of the car seat bag here. And yeah, we stuffed that full of some extra diapers. However, obviously, if you're gone for a while, you'll need to buy diapers. So everywhere kind of has diapers. These are the ones we're currently using in Malaysia. These are the ones we used in Thailand. Yeah, you can find diapers everywhere. Same with wipes. They're pretty accessible everywhere. They have ones that have the like open closer. They have plastic ones, all sorts. They have perfumed ones, all water ones. Yeah, imagine that. Baby butts need to be wiped everywhere. Into the rest of her toiletries, we have this bag of stuff. So we did leave with gripe water. It got confiscated in the Philippines and we had to buy a new one here in Malaysia. We have this zinc oxide baby sunscreen. Then I seen a really good hack from someone to use a beauty blender to apply that. Works phenomenally. Highly recommend. We have, what are these called? Like a boogie sucker. And it goes into its own bag to keep anything contained. We obviously wash it, but still, it's nasty. We have a comb and a brush. The comb was vital when we were getting rid of her cradle cap. The brush, I don't know. I feel like these baby brushes don't really do much, so we might just get rid of that. We have, what is this thing called? Oh, a syringe and a thermometer. This stuff for her cradle cap. We bought this before we left, but I'm sure you can get it anywhere. It comes out of the US, but I'm sure you can get something similar anywhere. I'll like link any of the stuff we use down below, but honestly, I'm sure as you're traveling, you can find what you need. We have baby vitamin D drops because she's exclusively breastfed. We have infant Tylenol just in case. We have, her medication for her oral thrush. This, if you watched a few vlogs back, we had to hunt down more in Thailand. And then we just have her toothpaste and toothbrushes. Some extra little sachets of baby wash, and then her baby powder. So here in Southeast Asia, baby powder is found not to have asbestos in it. So in North America, everyone stopped using baby powder because it was found to have asbestos. Here it does not, according to the research that they have done. And it helps her in both her armpits and her diaper area not get super rashed up from being moist from the humidity. So I don't know, do your own research and do what's best for you, but we found that we needed something to keep it dry there. Otherwise, she was just screaming from having a rash, which obviously is not fun for her or us. We bought this thing at, I don't know, it's basically like a dollar store here in Malaysia, and it just helps us put the baby powder where it needs to go without like pffing it. Okay. Oh, this also goes with diapering, I guess. We have this change pad. I really like this one because the pad itself can come off. You can put whatever wipes you would like to put in here, and it has the pouch for the diapers. And then we also put bags in there in case there's a big poopy. We also have this mosquito repellent stickers. We picked those up in Thailand at 7-Eleven. I think you can get them pretty well everywhere now. So if I can find them on Amazon, I'll link them below. These kind of go with diapering. We have 2 reusable swim diapers. Basically, it just catches the poo if she poos. And then we have my first, I wish I never brought this item. This entire packing cube is filled with swim diapers. I got these on a really good sale, and I was like, I don't know, 4 days postpartum, and I was like, oh, we're definitely gonna need these. So I have lugged these around for the last couple of months, and we used one small pack of them. And she's like about to grow out of these probably. I mean, they're good till 24 pounds, so I think we're good. But yeah, I don't know if I would suggest bringing these. Maybe if you're going for a short trip, bring a few, or if you're going to like a resort and you know you're not going to leave the resort to find a store, you could bring them. I wouldn't suggest bringing them on your full-time traveling though. Just get 1 or 2 of these, call it a day. You're good. It's fine. Along that note, we also brought this because we weren't sure if there would be life jackets for her. I don't know. I don't know why we think these things. And so we brought this. I mean, when we traveled with Caleb in Panama, they did not have life jackets that would fit a tiny body, so we had to buy our own. So I guess that was kind of my thought was, what if they don't have small life jackets? So we did bring this. Yeah, that's pretty much it for diapering. These don't really fit into any category, but we have 3 blankets. This one we brought from Canada. I'm so thankful we brought it. It's a soft place for her to lay. Most of the flooring in Southeast Asia is tile or concrete. So it's nice to have something to just put her down on. And we used it on the plane. She's covered up with it. Like, we've done a lot with this blanket. So first of all, I'm so thankful my sister-in-law made it for her. Second of all, I'm so thankful we brought it. These we bought here in Malaysia because I thought I was going to use them for like a sheet on the couch she's using for a bed. However, they are too small for that purpose, so we just use them as little blankies, and I'm not sure that we will bring them with us. They were like $1 at the dollar store. These are muslin cloth, I don't even know what you call these, receiving blankets. We have 3 total, I think. 4, maybe? I don't know. I would suggest bringing these. I use them for nursing covers, spit up wipe things. We currently have one as a sheet on her little bed. We like throw it on the ground when we're at the park. Like, So many uses. Maybe you don't need 4, maybe you only need 2, but I would highly recommend bringing some. Now let's talk about feeding stuff. So I did purchase this before we left. It matches this, like it came with it. So I wouldn't recommend buying one on its own if you're exclusively breastfeeding. However, if you have it, you can bring it. It's kind of nice to have a place to put cool water or snacks or whatever. Okay, all the rest of this stuff you could definitely find here. We just brought it with us. So these are a set of silicone utensils. Really love those. They clean really easy. They're small, they're lightweight. We have this still has broccoli chunks on it. Okay. We have one of these things. It's like a soother, but you can put food in it, so she can just gnaw on it. That's really handy. We like pop her in the stroller with that while we're eating, and she's totally amused with it. You can put basically anything in there. We got this bottle as a sample, and we thought we'd just bring it with us just in case we needed it. We haven't needed it yet. However, you never know. So we have that. It has not been used. This snack container by Boone, we love this thing. It was actually Caleb's, and we kept it in our just in case we have another baby bin, which was like the size of a carry-on suitcase. This is one of the things I kept. I know, hilarious. Basically, this is like a silicone top that they can like push their hand through and pull snacks out. But if you do this, then like no snacks are coming out, and then it can clip onto the side of the stroller. So that's why we love it. It's really easy to wash, and if you take this off, it can also double as a bowl. So if we, for some reason, didn't have a bowl and we needed to feed her out of a bowl, then we have a bowl. These are her spare soothers. She doesn't really use soothers that often other than to like gnaw on, but I wasn't sure if we would be able to get these like Super Soothy by Advent or Dr. Brown's like rubber ones. So I bought the big pack and brought extras. On the soother note, though, we just picked this up at the mall here in Kuala Lumpur a couple days ago, but it is like a soother strap. This one is silicone. It has a clip, and I can clip it to the carrier and she can use it, or clip it to herself and she can use it. I really recommend having one of these. I think that's about it for feeding. This doesn't really fit into any category that I had said before, so I'm going to pop it in right here. But we brought a baby monitor. First of all, it doesn't have the correct plug for everywhere that we go because it has a North America plug. And second of all, we're in like really small apartments, and she's like not sleeping on her own. So yeah, doesn't really make sense why we brought it. We thought we might need it. I don't know. We used it when we were in Mexico at the YWAM base all the time with Caleb, but it doesn't seem super practical here. Now on to, I guess, the like toys. We'll go through those. So I did a whole little video on my Instagram and TikTok about toys, but we just have a handful of little things. So we have these kind of like plushy things. These both can hold the pacifiers. I would highly recommend one of those. Then we have kind of things that she uses to tease. Oh, a renegade soother. We have these things that she uses to tease and play with. And then we have this bunny that also has a teether. And then this owl, this came from like her play mat back in Canada. And then I picked this up. It's actually to hold your phone, but we wrap it through the bar on the stroller and then clip a toy to it so that it doesn't fall down. Because I couldn't find one of those when we were in Thailand. So if you're smart, you would buy one before you leave. It's basically like a thing that straps to the stroller, holds a toy, and that way if they throw it, it doesn't vanish. We also have a fan. This one has bendy arms instead of a clip, which I like because I can like attach it to the carrier, attach it to the stroller, basically put it anywhere and I know it's with us. We have, this isn't really a toy, it's more of like a necessity transportation item, but this is a umbrella that packs down really small and it's UPF 50. So it keeps the UV rays off. And when she's in the carrier, I can just hold it above us and then I don't have to worry so much about the sun. These will probably go at the end of this part of our journey, but we just have these black and white cards. We have one of these little books. And we have these, which I would love to get a few more of. They are the Indestructibles Chew-Proof, Rip-Proof, Non-Toxic, 100% washable books. So these are books babies can chew, fold, bend, try to rip. They won't rip. And yeah, they're like full books. I have no idea what they're made out of, but I will link them down below. They are amazing. Okay, now into the like adventure category. So we have the diaper bag, which I don't really know if I would recommend having a diaper bag. We'll probably keep it for like the next part of our trip in Vietnam, and if we don't use it a whole lot there either, we'll probably just get rid of it. So I got one with a cooler pouch because I thought, oh, if we go for picnics or whatever, we can put other food in there. And then we do have a wet bag, which I would recommend even if you don't have a diaper bag and you're just using your backpack. But yeah, it's just a very basic diaper bag. It's from Fisher Price, I think. Yeah, Fisher Price. It opens the whole back, so that's really nice because you can just open it up and get stuff out. It does have like the white holding compartment. Yeah, I would say all in all, it's pretty good. Oh, back to the feeding for a moment. If you can find these little spoons that attach on top of these food pouches, they actually sell these food pouches all over Southeast Asia, and you just pop the spoon on top, and that makes a really good, quick when you're out meal for your little baby. So highly recommend finding some of those. Okay. So back to the diaper bag. I don't know if I would recommend bringing a full diaper bag. There are some that I've seen that are like adventure mom diaper bags. If I can find it, I'll link it down below because I just think they're super cool. But yeah, we haven't used this one a whole lot. We've actually used my like personal backpack more than this. So I don't know what I would recommend. Kind of do what's good for your family. Another piece of the like adventure part, we have this headrest that was going inside her stroller. She is a little too tall to use this now, so this will get donated to someone who can use it. And then we have this, which made sense when we left Canada in the winter. It is a fleece cover that when she's in the carrier, I can cover her with. The only reason I am still holding on to it is because we're not sure where we're going after Vietnam. So if we end up in a cooler place for the fall or winter, I want to be able to have something warm to put her in. These 5 things are the last things, and they're all part of the like adventure portion. So we have this Ergo baby carrier. This is one of their original ones. I got it used on Facebook Marketplace. I love this thing. I really do. It's an amazing color. It's an amazing material. It has this wonderfully huge pocket in the front, which I love. And then this can fold down into its little compartment here even. Like, it's just a really good, solid carrier. However, the original Ergo Babies carrier does not allow the baby to sit out frontward facing. So here in Malaysia, on Facebook Marketplace, we got this Ergo baby. It is the Hello Kitty special edition even. And we picked this one up, pretty well brand new. And it has the adjustable leg pieces so that she can sit outwards. So I will definitely be keeping this one and giving that one to someone else. But having a really good solid carrier, life-changing when you're traveling with a baby. So even our son, who we traveled with when he was 10 months till about 2.5, he was in a carrier like 90% of the time we were traveling. I will show you the one that we used with him. I also brought it now. But so far, I'm liking this one a lot. It has like the back lumbar support. It has really good support in the front. It's just a really solid made carrier, and I'm really loving it. So this one is called, I don't even know what type it is. It's the Ergo Baby Omni 360 Playtime. So I'll link that down in the description as this is my recommended. And then I will also link the other 2 down there as well, because they're still really solid, really good carriers. This is the Boba Freedom Together. So it packs down into this tiny little pouch. Like, honestly, how does it get any better than this? You just flip it out of the pouch, which means the whole pouch becomes a pocket. And then it's just a really lightweight carrier that is still super solid, super great. Still has like this big band. It doesn't have the lumbar support, but it's awesome to just throw this in your day bag or huck it under the stroller. And if you need something really quick, this is a solid carrier. I'll insert some photos of me using it with our son, but it has been all over the place. It's served us well in the mountains of Canada, Hawaii, Panama, Mexico. This thing is a champion. I could not praise this carrier enough. I'm sure there's other brands that do similar ones, but this is just the one I have, and it is amazing. Last, certainly not least, is our travel stroller. So this is the travel stroller that we have. It is Mountain Buggy brand. It's their older model. It completely folds up to be like this tiny little brick that you can actually put in the overhead bin of the airplane. It's easy to like carry it upstairs. You can fold it down and carry it on your shoulder like a shoulder bag. It is a wonderful stroller. I don't think that it's actually available in Canada, but I think it is available in Australia and the US. There are, however, tons of other strollers that do the same thing now. So I will link like 3 top options down in the description of like foldable travel strollers. That's what I'm recommending. It doesn't necessarily have to be this brand. It just needs to be an epic travel stroller. So that's everything that we bring for our baby while we're traveling full time. If you think I overpack, let me know in the comments. If you think I forgot something and I'm crazy for not bringing it, also let me know in the comments. If you travel with your baby and you bring something I don't bring, I'm super curious what that is because I think we have everything, but I'd love to know what you bring instead. This is kind of a longer video, so thank you so much for joining me here and just chilling as I tell you everything that we bring and that we pack for Riley. If you have any questions, leave them down below. And if you want to know more about traveling with a family or living abroad or anything like that, make sure that you subscribe to our channel because we're always putting out content about traveling with a family. Bye.